Crabby Bill here, Crabby's Mountain Spot. Friday night. Just got here, just getting set up. Got a pizza from Antonio's as I normally do. And just getting set up. Everything appears to be okay. It's the fourth year for us having Crabby's Mountain Spot. This is the anniversary of us buying the place. So tomorrow when it's light, I'll go around with the camera and show you what it looked like at one time and what it looks like now. First got here, checked the pond. The water is much more clear, and tons of leaves in there. So I'm going to have to. There's a place I'm going to go to tomorrow in Blakesley to buy some minnows, and while I'm there, I'm going to have to get some kind of a net or scoop to get the leaves out of this pond. Also appears to be something blocking the water flowing in. It's barely a dribble going in there. So, but I'll ready for a nice, beautiful weekend. I'm up here alone again. I'll check back. Have a good night. Well, good morning. Here to check on the pond. Looks like we got some grass growing nice. It's been pretty dry. I checked the weather station in there and it really doesn't show. Oh, there's a frog. Checked the weather station and it really hasn't shown any difference in rainfall, so there really has been no measurable rain. The pond level's doing pretty well. Grasses are starting to grow in around the edges here at the rocks. So I guess we're not getting the silt in there. You can see down to the bottom there, out a couple of feet from the dock here. You can see the bottom, but we aren't getting any water coming in the inlet. But I see the level is pretty good. I guess the drains are clogged over there too from the leaves. I'm going to go out today and pick up some minnows, and while I'm out, I'm going to look for either a pool skimmer or some kind of a net where I can just go around the edges here and scoop these leaves out. The levels are doing pretty good. Grasses are starting to come in a little bit, but I need to figure out why we're not getting the water flow, because I see that there is a little bit of water over here that should be flowing in. This is there was a minimal amount, but I need to find out why it's not going in. I see it's busted through over here. That water there should be going into this pipe, and it looks like it's going out over here, going back towards the old dry creek bed there. So we need to figure this out. See why that's leaking there. Whether this is clogged. There was something, I guess it was a frog there. Maybe that's the problem. Something built a nest in here. There is water coming out of the pipe here. And going into there. I need to dig this out, I think, a little bit more. Oh, I'll put that on the list of things to do for today. There is a little bit of water. I can see it coming in right there underneath that rock. So as long as there is a steady flow of fresh water going in, there's a little bit more there trickling in. I'd like to be able to see the water coming off of that metal there splashing onto the rock. But definitely need to get the leaves out. Well, I'm getting ready to head to the store to pick up the roof for this little carport thing. And the nasty branch finally fell off the tree there and landed right here. So I'm going to head to the store, pick that up, come back. I got to go get some propane, some minnows, and a skimmer. So I've got a full day here for the 4th anniversary of Crabby's Mountain Spot. We'll check back. Well, of course I'm going to run out of battery, but here we are 4 years later, coming up to Crabby's Mountain Spot, and I have a couple of photos that I can put on here too to show what it looked like 4 years ago. That first weekend we came up here, we had a lawnmower, a couple of weed whackers, some hatchets or axes, and a chainsaw, and cleared most of the lot. But, This is it now. The roof on the carport today. A little pond work. Unfortunately, couldn't cut the grass. It was just raining, and everything's too wet. But see a nice deer trail right through there. Come up on the pond. Just put some minnows in there today. I don't remember what types they were. One I know was fathead or something along those lines. But septic's in, pond's in. Got the shed. It's a pump house, carport, a well. Sounds like Jake the Fox getting ready to head this way. Electric. What a difference. There's our fire pit. I just stacked up some real dry wood that I collected for a fire this afternoon and tonight. The foundation for the old house was here. They started to put here back in the 70s, but never finished. Take a walk around down there. Got some cabbage growing right next to the fire pit. Try to dig that out. Once that gets in there, you never get rid of it. This is our septic mound. Deer pants coming through here. Our boulder collections. Neighbor Jim over there, you can see his house now that the fall was here and everything's thinning out. Lots of dead branches here. Haven't really done anything with the trail. Haven't used it since I've been working on the pond. Haven't done anything with it. The trail's kind of overgrown. Here comes the rain again. Won't really use this down here for anything. Eventually, maybe one day. A nice backdrop there for shooting. But there's not much back here. Some big dead trees that I said I was going to look at the last time. I guess I'm halfway there and might as well walk over now. See if the battery holds up until I get there. This was we're using as a target at one time. There's plywood. Oh yeah. And there, right, just uprooted. Another one fell on top of it. Oh, this. Man, these are going to go. These two are going to go. They're not near anything, so I guess we're okay. But, a couple of really big ones fell over. You should come back with the wheelbarrow and a chainsaw. Some firewood. 3 or 4 trees here that need to come down. This one here. This is probably the furthest I've been back here in the 4 years since the day we said we would buy it. I walked all around back here, but haven't been back here since. There's some great rocks. I would like to get some of these and put them next to the pond for the moss. I have to wait for my son to become available. Stevie lifts. Let's see, have him come back here with me, pull some of these up. And it must have been a heck of a storm that came through, because there's lots of trees down. Alright, so of course when I was walking back, the camera died. I pretty much showed you everything already. This is the trailer. I want to get out of here. I'm ready to give it away. And I want to move that trailer to where this one is while we put a cabin in that spot. But I'm hoping anywhere from 24 by 24 to 30 by 30. Got to come up with a design. But we'll check back. Well, the sun's coming out, so I think I might try to cut some of this grass. At least cut in there, cut a path. If I don't do it now, I'm not going to get it done. So I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll try to zoom in as best I can. There's a minnow there feeding off the top. Like I said, whatever kind they were will feed on bug larvae. So I'm assuming that's what he's doing, or she's doing. But just went around and cut a path in the grass, ran the lawnmower out of gas, put that away. So the only thing left is to try to tarp this roof. We'll see what happens with that. Well, Crabby Bill here. Just got back. One of the neighbors stopped and asked if I can give him a hand doing some stuff. And then threw a couple slices of pizza left over from last night on the grill. But now I got dinner on the grill. Got some real nice ribs, cooking on there slow. Going to leave him on there about 3-4 hours. Sitting here enjoying a nice yards. Got a fire going. Going to wait a couple minutes, drink his beer, and then I'm going to go get the wheelbarrow so that I can move this firewood pile over here next to the fire pit into the wood storage. So it's been sitting out for the 4 years, I guess, that we've had this place, and I'm going to throw it in there, clean up a little bit. I also got a couple of phone numbers for trash haulers. See if I can get somebody to come pick up all this debris that I got here and haul it away, but can never get anybody to answer. Leave messages. Going off of Craigslist, you leave them messages and nobody calls you back. So I guess they have too much work. But I'm going to sit here and enjoy this beer. The fire is getting nice. I'm going to enjoy this. I'll check back. Morning, Crabby Bill here. Sunday morning, Crabby's mountain spot. It's a beautiful morning. Got up, it was probably only 32, 33 degrees when I first got up this morning. It's in the low to mid 40s now. Beautiful day. I just came over checking the pond and starting to see some of the minnows swimming around. I only saw 3 dead, which I'm surprised. I thought there would be more than that. But so far, they look like they're doing well. Not too sure what I'm going to do today other than winterize the trailer, shut the water down, and get it ready for the cold weather. Usually bring our water up with us when we come up. Can't use the well water. The pipes, everything freezes since we're not here to keep the trailers warm. So, see what the day has in store for us. Check back. Crabby Bill here. Not my favorite time of the year. It's time to shut the water off. I guess after this weekend, we'll be bringing our water up when we use the trailer during the course of the winter. We have to shut the well down because everything inside will freeze, and we don't want that to happen. So, here goes. I'm going to, I have a water reservoir underneath the trailer. I fill that up with RV antifreeze. I drain the water out of the system and then shut everything down, drain the hot water tank, and then turn the water pump on again, and it pumps antifreeze through all the lines. So here goes. Thanks for that. This is where it gets messy. Alright, so at this point here, theoretically, I should be able to turn on the pump and pump antifreeze throughout the system. First, let's see how this works. Oh. Pump came on. And it sounds like it's filling the toilet. So we need to turn that off. It is filling the toilet. Now, ideally, it's going to come out of there. It should come out. Should turn pink. It is pink. So now I'll just come along, double check it. It's good. That's good. Put a little antifreeze on this side here so it don't freeze up on us. And do the same thing in the bathroom. And unfortunately, that's a wrap for the water inside the trailer. So now I just have to go out and take care of the water inside the shed. Let's see what happens. Alright. So, just make sure there's enough insulation around the pipes now. We're stuck to throw away here. And keep our fingers crossed. That's stringed. everything will just, if it drips or ices up, they're all open. Should flow right into this trash can. We hope. I hope. Well, that's a wrap from Crabby's Mountain Spot for the fall trip. Got all the water shut off. Did very little work to the pond. Put some minnows in there. Really didn't do too much. Put the roof on the little carport there. Cut a little bit of grass. So I guess I did a little bit of everything. But had a nice meal, couple of beers. Went and helped the neighbor, and had a nice little weekend. So, thanks for watching, and remember to click that like button, subscribe, comment. If you have any ideas what we should do with the place, put it in the comments. I look forward to hearing from you. So, again, thanks for watching, and check back next time. Thanks.